So you read that. What do you think the relationship between journalists and politicians is?
You know, I think it's a fundamentally respectful relationship. I think that everybody understands what everybody's job is, and I think there's respect for that. I think sometimes people see what's happening on the screen, right? They'll see that it's aggressive or, um, you know, testy or whatever. But what they don't see is after the cameras are off, everybody's like, "Oh, okay, thanks. You know, have a good weekend." So there is a mutual understanding about what our jobs are supposed to be. They expect me to push them, and I expect them to defend themselves and explain themselves. And I think that all of that's part of our sort of separate roles in making sure everything, you know, democracy works. You know, I think it's a fundamentally good relationship. I think where it breaks down or where it can break down is if you have someone who's just intent on not answering questions systematically, or is bending the truth. I think that becomes harder. You know, I understand that people have messages that they want to put across on their own. But I think that bending the truth doesn't usually get you very far. Am I tough? Yes, I am. But I'm also fun and and I like to have fun and I like to laugh. And so, yeah, I mean, I think I showed some of that on TV as well. I tried to.
I need to know your life after election, though. How's
Yeah.
that going?
I'm still trying to wean myself off coffee because I was really drinking about like 7 cups of coffee during like a lot of coffee. I was working about 6, 7 days a week and 2 hour show. So I was drinking a lot of coffee. So I'm still weaning myself off coffee and I'm still trying to like rebalance things a little bit in my life, you know? Um, and it's hard to come down from that kind of adrenaline because it was such a long campaign and it was really exciting. And so there was a lot of adrenaline that got me through the campaign. And then when it just suddenly shuts down, you're like, ah.
Does it feel slower, though, after?
It does feel slower. It definitely does feel slower, which is ultimately a good thing. I wouldn't have been able to do that pace for a whole year. But this show is still demanding because it's 2 hours and it's 5 days a week. And you know, 2 hours can be challenging on a slow news day, but I also think it's amazing because you can do topics that you just, you know, in an hour show you wouldn't be able to fit in. So we're able to do a lot of stuff that might fall off the table and give attention to things that maybe wouldn't get attention normally. So